What is up, YouTube? It is me, Brank's name. So, last night, Tropical Storm Bret has swept through the Lesser Antilles and is now entering the Caribbean Sea. But as you can see, lots of rain was dumped here on the Lesser Antilles. But as you guys may have noticed, we have another storm which we have been aware of for days at this point. It was an invest. Now it is Tropical Storm Cindy. It was Tropical Depression 4 the other day, and now it's Tropical Storm Cindy. And we have Tropical Storm Bret, which was the main feature, which has now swept through the Lesser Antilles. Still at 60 miles an hour, though, which is impressive, because this does not look stable at all. Like, it looks like it's kind of dying, you know what I'm saying? But here we have Tropical Storm Cindy, which also don't really look that good either, but we can go over this one first since it's newer. So as you can see, this storm track hasn't really changed. It will be a tropical depression up here, by 2 a.m. Wednesday. So, yeah. But it'll be a tropical storm. Luckily, it will pass over the Lesser Antilles because they just had, Tropical Storm Bret last night, but it will remain. It'll go up here, but that won't be till like the next 4 to 5 days. So yeah, not really much to see for Cindy, but there may be some wind. I don't know. There may be some wind, you know. So if these islands right here get a little bit of wind on Sunday 8 a.m., it's probably from Cindy. Which is now named, so that means the next name on the naming list is Dawn, but we probably won't see that for a good while, probably not like till the next few weeks or so. But here we got Bret and 60 miles an hour, very bold of the National Hurricane Center to give it 60 miles an hour, when look at that, that looks more like 50 miles an hour, maybe 45, you know, kind of like Cindy. That looks like Cindy, but, like, it's very broken. Maybe even 40 miles an hour. But then again, though, don't let it fool you. But here's Bret's track. As you can see, it is going to die off. It has affected these islands already last night. 8 a.m. Friday, that was today. Actually, that was over an hour ago. So, yeah, around 2 a.m. Sunday, so around Sunday, probably like 2 days from now, it will be a tropical depression, and will probably die off in the Caribbean Sea. So, that's basically for Bret at this point. Not really much it has now, unless if it goes to, Honduras or, Nicaragua, Costa Rica, you know, maybe even Panama, not Panama, you know, or Guatemala, I don't know, something like that. If it goes there, then that's really the only thing, but yeah. Here are the models for the next few. Look at this. Here's Bret, as you can see, kind of dissipating right there, but it could help 2 of the Eastern Pacific systems. We could see 2 Eastern Pacific hurricanes by June 29th. But as you can see, Cindy, for some reason, it says it's going to, looks like it'll like re-strengthen, honestly, but then maybe like dissipate again near Nova Scotia. But another weird thing I just looked at, look at this. You can kind of see a little development right here in the Gulf of Mexico. And then there could be like our next storm, and it could hit like Louisiana and Texas. But that's not until, let me see, when it makes landfall. When it makes landfall, that's not till July 5th, so that's a long time from now, but still. It's about like 2 weeks, so I wouldn't count on it, but just, you know, it's good to keep our eyes out on this stuff, you know? Here's Tropical Storm Bret. Looks like it's honestly trying to get itself back together here, but, you know, I think it did make landfall, didn't it? I'm pretty sure it did. So, I think it made landfall right around here. Don't know what that island is, but I know it's to the Lesser Antilles. But, yeah, it did make landfall. So, I think it's trying to get itself back together, but it can't really, so that's something here. Next up, let's look at Tropical Storm Cindy. As you can see, it's doing okay, I guess. Nothing really to see here, honestly. So, yeah, Bret, you know, 1,001 millibars, 60 miles an hour, moving west at 18 miles an hour. And Cindy, 45 miles an hour, 1,005 millibars, and 15 miles per hour moving west-northwest, and Bret moving west. So, honestly, it's really unusual for this to happen in June. We have Bret and Cindy. But, yeah, I think Bret might dissipate soon. But, you know, we'll have to keep our eye out. So, yeah, like, subscribe, and I'll see you on next update.